What's up, guys? It's your commissioner for the Beeros Drive Fantasy Football League, here for a Week 7 recap and a little Week 8 preview. So let's jump right into it. I'm wearing my darkest colored Chiefs hat, mostly because they seem like they're on the darkest timeline for this year, as well as it being Halloween weekend. So trying to upend or to raise the spooky factor a little bit, which we'll get into in a second. We've got a recap of Week 7. We'll start at the top since that's how it's organized for me. I beat Rob 139 to 93.5. I ended up with the highest scoring total of the week. Had top three players all at about 23, 24 points apiece. Kyler Murray, Kamara, Damian Harris actually showing up for the Patriots for once. So I had a pretty good week, actually probably one of my better weeks of the year. Rob got a good showing from Jalen Hurts and, you know, a backup running back for the 49ers, and that seems to be about it. Speaking of the highest scoring team of the week, you've got Mullens as the lowest scoring team of the week. I just sent him a text message, but his new team name will be Brooks' Roommate, and I did send him a new picture for his team logo. Matt Mullens scored 76 points and was beaten by Keaton at 119.7. I didn't really look into why his team scored so poorly. His top three people seemed to be okay, but he probably had some low numbers mixed in there. Keaton got a really good day from two wide receivers, Mike Evans and Deontay Johnson for the Steelers. Moving down, congratulations to Javo, who got his first win of the season, 137 points. So I only beat him out by about 2. Matt Stafford, great game. Chris Godwin kind of came in the second half. Green Bay's defense really crushed it. Matt Brand just shy of 100 points, so not a terrible showing, but just couldn't get this one figured out against team number 10. Man, Cooper Kupp is so good, so Matt Brand's got a winner there. But Tom Brady was his only other player to score double digits, so that explains a little bit. We've got AJ, who got knocked down a couple pegs this week after going on kind of a run. AJ lost to Derek 104 to 92. Derek actually, I believe, started the season 0-2 and is now on a 5-game winning streak. So congratulations to Derek. Reminder to anybody out there who has a team that has been renamed, once you win a game, or once you win another game, you can change your team name. So Javo, you get to change your team name back. It looks like Matt Brand's team might still be renamed. I think he won last week though, so he could change it if he wants to. I think Derek's team name currently is what he wants it to be, but I'm not really sure. Last matchup of Week 7, we have Kyler and Ross, battle of the twin dads. Kyler won 116 to 112. There was a moment there on Monday Night Football with the Saints defense who Kyler had that I really thought they were going to give up a couple more points and he was going to lose, but Kyler moves to 3-4, and Ross goes to 2-5 in his campaign to repeat as Lord Champion. Wow, Ross's defense actually ended up with 23 points. That's pretty high. But at that, we will take a look at the standings right now. So there are the standings. Quick look there, just in case you missed it. There's 3 teams tied at the top at 5-2. Myself, AJ, and Derek. I'm in first because of points scored. And then we've got 3 teams also tied for that 4-3 spot with Matt Brand, Keaton, and Matt Mullens. Then we've got Kyler at 3-4 alone, Rob and Ross at 2-5, and Javo did get that first win. Got to 1-6. I don't have the percentages in front of me. I guess maybe I can pull it up here. Of making the playoffs. I am going to pull it up actually so I can go through some of those numbers. since I think it is a little bit funny. The top 5 teams on those standings, I believe right now, all have a 75% chance or higher to make the playoffs. Then we've got Mullens at 6th, who's actually 20%, and Kyler at 7th, who has a 72% chance. So Mullens has actually hit that losing streak that ESPN really expected him to hit. Rob is 43% to make it. Ross right now with actually the lowest percentage at 9, and Javo with 11. So Javo, I think, is going to keep us updated on his percentages in the group chat, as he seems to be changing his name for that at every time. The prop bet for week 7 ended up being appropriately named for Halloween week, as it was the Gravedigger rule, which is the lowest individual starter score, which goes to AJ, because the Bears defense scored him -4 points. He was actually the only person with a starter in the negatives. So AJ, I'll send that over to you, and I believe it's the second time you may have won a prop bet this year. We will look in the week 8 matchups. We've got the old roommates, Derek and Ross, fighting it out. Derek 5-2, Ross 2-5, so some mirror image schedules there. We do have a couple bye weeks this week, but not, I think there's only 2 teams maybe on byes. Derek does need to get in there and update his team, but the projections are pretty off right now. Next matchup, we've got 2 teams under 500 with Rob at 2-5 and Kyler at 3-4. Taking on each other. Kyler's going to try to hit that 500 mark, kind of like Kansas City's going to do this week, and Rob's just trying to get another victory. He will have Dak Prescott back from the bye, so that should probably help him. Now, moving up the list, we've got Matt Brand against former Commissioner AJ. 2 teams that are in 2nd and 4th overall, so that should be a pretty good matchup. Matt Brand looks like he's going to have to make a quarterback decision, while AJ's got some pretty easy choices, just sets his lineup and forgets it. Set it and forget it. Moving on up the list. Ooh, Matt Mullens' projected score is very low, but I think he still needs a quarterback for the week. Javo and Mullens are playing against each other. Javo's going to try to make it 2 wins as a streak, and Mullens is going to try to stop that losing skid that he's on. And at the top of the list here, we've got myself 5-2 in first place against Keaton's 4-3 team in 5th place. Matchups are pretty good. Keaton's going to have Josh Allen coming back off the bye, and I pretty much have my team still chugging along. Haven't had too many bye weeks yet, so we'll see how that goes. That's about all I got. Hope everybody has a good Halloween weekend. Maybe we'll see some pictures. I'm sure we'll see some pictures in the group chat of some kids dressed up, maybe each other dressed up. Enjoy some beverages, have a safe time, and watch some football. Kansas City, like I said, is on the darkest timeline, so they really need a win on Monday Night Football over the Giants. If we can't beat the Giants, then the season's over. But other than that, if anybody has any questions, let me know. And I will talk to you next week. Have a good one, guys.